Hello everyone and welcome to the new season of Cosmoteer, which sounds a bit louder than I remember. I'm gonna turn that down a little. But yes, this season I want to mess around with overclocks. And I know I said I was going to be tampering with laser stuff last time, so that's why I chose the cannon starting ship. I know, I'm very well collected. Now, since I last played, S-Team has, basically, like, it removed my key bindings, but for some reason the official 1.1 key bindings for Cosmoteer is basically exactly what I was using, and I don't exactly recall using that to begin with, so maybe they copied my idea, but, that's fine, I guess. Made my life easy. Speed it up, and this is a huge area for Scoob later.
Hello.
Hello. And we are also joined by Sprunk, who's in that little shield ship. There are multiple in here. We could probably tackle this. Scoop, scoop, scoop. A little bit close to the sun there.
Oh,
You're not too fast, I presume? Actually, you know, this is
not too
actually a
fast,
good
but at
thing,
least
because
it
it lets
look.
us jump them. So Sprung, if you click onto that red, triangle, I'm gonna put this at the lowest speed once we get closer. But once we get close, you can click on them, and you can do some precise movements. I think control lets you change your angle of attack. So yes. A simple cannon ship. Nothing too scary. I'm trying to look at the best ways to salvage it with the cannons. That's a cannon shell. Yeah, it's fine. But I'm putting this really slow for you to get a better feel of it.
There it goes.
My ship seems to be very confused. They're hitting the cannons somehow. Do pardon me if I seem a little confused, guys. I've not played this game in a long time. I'm gonna go for a more aggressive attack. And I do think my bumpers are flipped because my muscle memory is doing it backwards. Sprunk, you somehow clipped me with that shot. It's fine, it's just kind of funny. It seems their control room is on fire. I don't see a fire extinguisher in that ship, so they might... Yep, I think they're just burning away. They do have an active cannon, though, which I don't exactly fancy getting shot by, so I'll just shoot it instead. Whoa, and I shot the control room. Okay, well, that seems to be... Wow. Nice one, Sprung.
Nice shot.
Now, the first thing I have to do is fix my apparently 0 damage. So I guess it was faked. Anyways, Scoob, I think you know what to do with this, yes?
Yes.
Make
Mine.
the new Lux.
We shall
think one of
collect
the
the
NPCs
deluxe.
Oh no. But I think the NPCs actually killed the other ship. It's the enriched uranium, that's really good. I am going to want to take their cannon. Oh, that's nice. It just tells the whole ship for deconstruct. But yeah, ammo from this would be good. Yeah, the game's actually really slow to build up and go for the more difficult content, yeah. And as per usual, I'm just gonna mark their corpse, so that way we know what's going on. Why do I see crude move? Oh, because Scoob wants construction.
Yep. I'm slowly making it.
It's becoming larger. If you want, Scoob, and the nice thing is I can hijack your ship, is you can actually fit another container in there if you shimmy them together.
Well, I actually cut it down a bit because there apparently wasn't enough here to make what I wanted.
That's mostly ammo, actually, you're right.
Either way.
I just selected it to collect everything. Ooh, by the way, one of the first things I purchased for us all was the manipulator beams, so that should really help with collection. I guess my point doesn't need to be there anymore. We're gonna look for the other ship that I think the AI already took care of, giving us the credit. That is Scoop's ship. I'm good at this game. I think we would actually get more money if we sit on other teams, but the resource management would not be the most fun.
Now let's see here. What else do I do?
It's like the wrong ship. I'm telling you, that happens a lot on the same team. But the nice thing is that it's not too hard to deal with.
There we go.
I'm impatient. I'm not sure I'm just... if I'm impatient, why not make the game run faster? I mean, we saw 2 ships, right?
Yeah, there were 2.
That one of them could have been a pirate bounty hunter. And Tutu
Possibly.
would not know where that one is. But, in the off chance, you can keep exploring around, looking for scraps. Although I think I've seen all of it now. I don't know. Not exactly seeing the most to work with. You can cash out our objective because it goes into our account all at once, and we're gonna go do some more combat. Zippity.
Yay.
And once
Let's
we get
see
into
here.
combat, it will automatically drop us to 1 or lower,
Blueprint.
depending on our current one. And we're gonna do an intercept real quick.
Okay,
like
if
we
I get
both
the
can
cannon
look at
ammo
each other.
factory. Blueprint.
I think steel's more important, so that way you can focus on self-expansion and coils for doors. Because
Okay.
I'm gonna be getting ammo from these fights, and you have ammo on your ship.
Yeah.
I can actually check. You have 57 ammo on you. And I already have basically 192. Are we accelerating towards our ship? Oh, we were just doing a weird turn. I like the time manipulation. That must be a pirate bounty hunter. You see how they're like just gone? That must have been the other ship, and they seem to be wanting to kill that other ship really badly. Hold on, Spring. I didn't realize it turned around, and you're now going to it still? Because I turned around. Sprung, you might want to stall, but your shields should let you just take it. Oh yeah, that's nothing. That's a joke. You can easily solo that. Just aim for the cockpit. The hell? Wait, it's the exact same ship as you. Wait, it's the same ship as you, but less defended. Oh, this is almost sad to watch. Alright, so Scoob, we got some more scrap for you.
Get on my way.
It just crashed into Sprung and died. Congratulations on your first solo kill, Sprung. I'm very confused what that thing's plan was. And the nice thing is if you don't destroy the reactor, you get to keep a lot of the resources, which is something we really want early on. Yeah, this is the main loop, and you get to make bigger and crazier ships going forwards. Now we shall feast on their core, or as Scoob's doing, he's just incinerating it and taking the scraps. Jesus. There's also a blueprint planner for when you can't afford the upgrade immediately. It can be very useful. So I like the new armor tab. It's gonna take a bit to get used to, but yeah. I'm actually gonna use some of the armor on my ship. Help defend it a little bit.
already running out of space.
Yeah, man, I'm telling you, storage is the most important thing early in this game. But yeah, here we have the plate. Should help them from striking the engines on this thing, which is where I'm going to take most damage, if any.
Nope, nope, not
Let's
that one.
add a microprocessor, which we're going to need a lot of.
Hey,
I'm going to do some trading with you, Scoob.
good. Because some of my stuff is taken up by one single
Nugget. Yeah.
nugget.
I'm going to try and see if I can take any of your
One
ammo.
single enriched uranium.
One.
Yes.
Sprung might have some. Sprung, you have some damage on your ship. You see the little wrench there?
Oh, yeah.
You can work on that. So yeah. So what we are going to need is to
Ah, that was how it was treated.
I'm gonna do this. I can't take your ammo, but Scoob, I'm gonna try and send you. You're still full on resources, apparently.
Yes.
Just
Some of
put
it
more
is ammo,
space on
though.
it. Put more space.
Okay, let me just mess with
Don't worry about engine
blue
speed. You
a
don't
bit.
need to be here fast. We can just hit it to 8 times. Make it tolerable.
Let's see here.
It feels
I
so good to be back in
still don't
Cosmoteer.
Still don't have enough iron plates.
Ah, okay. For another expansion, really?
Yeah, I need 128.
120. I mean, technically, the bigger they are, the more efficient they are, but, wrong ship?
Oh no, I just thought that sprung moving and while I was doing a trade. And there we go. Now I got some. Now I got a
What'd you
little
give
bit more
them?
room. All of my ammo.
But I'm the one who... Actually, that's technically better. Sprung, I can take the ammo from them. Anyways, here's some gold. I'm not sure you didn't just take that from me, but... Now I'm gonna take the 40 from Sprung. And now I'm gonna go back to you and I'm gonna try to give you the microprocessors. So dumb.
Trading simulator.
Ah, yes.
Well, he
Where
does have
to
room for the.
next? It's a very big galaxy.
Let's see here.
Well, we're gonna go
Yes, it
close
is.
to the storm area. There appears to actually have been some conflict around the space station, which we can go loot if, or I guess Scoop can go loot. I see 3 points nearby. And I love how they made it
Yep.
super easy to see debris from the far zoom out, so we don't really need to use the markers anymore.
Oh no, that's stuff I don't think you just didn't collect from mining.
I'm also now realizing that Sprung, you can come join me. Yes. That's
There
a
we go.
pirate hunter, so they're gonna be a little stronger, likely. It's kind of weird how we're being sent to take out the pirate hunters, but yeah. Clicked yours again, sorry. Ah, don't worry about it. I don't actually want to go too far in because we get reduced visibility with that cloud. So I can easily
Steel
get jumped,
manufacturing.
and you
That's
have the
gonna be.
shield, but I'm not too smart. I expect to see my money disappear, Skib.
Oh, so I can just buy the steel manufacturing.
Steel should be fine. Essentially, in
Oh.
terms of steel, we're doing ship expansions. Hi.
Yes.
So the fugitive bounty is literally next to me, but not as next to me as I was expecting, which is good. I'm gonna try and lead them away from me by basically running away towards Sprung, and that should help. But essentially, if you earn the combat mode and you hold left bumper, which I know is not going to help, welcome to the combat. You can actually change your combat controls. You can focus on their command pod. I'm not going to get in their face. I feel like we really should do a guide here. There's something better.
Actually, why
You
don't I
see me
just...
as the major threat, even though Sprung has the shield. Damn. Now I'm spinning them, right? Stop spinning. Yeah,
There
if
goes
you
some of their
click on
crew.
them, you can actually select a specific component, like their thrusters, if you want. And without thrusters, oh.
Oh, and there they go.
Before, if you destroyed every thruster, I think it used to count as you killing them. I wonder if they fixed that, because that didn't make any sense. Processors. We're obscure.
Obscure.
That really says a lot, doesn't it? I mean, honestly, Sprung, by the time I got to the second galaxy, I started to actually know what the game was about. Galaxy? Solar system. It's something you learn from playing, really. Because it is complicated, it's just pretty easy to understand over time.
How is the blueprint still open? How do I look right now? Oh yeah. And
No, you're here, Skip. Welcome. You heard violence and you had to come see, didn't you?
yes.
Yeah, Scoob.
And now that's a little bit more I can collect.
Mm-hmm. Also here have some processors, I guess.
Let's look at what I can do. Blueprint. Oh.
Well, this has been eventful, confusing, and overall not too bad. But yeah, essentially the main gameplay, Sprung, is you just go from point to point destroying pirates and upgrading your ship. All you need to know is armor makes you take less damage, but needs to be repaired with, well, steel plates, which is not much. Shields block all damage, but they can be disrupted, which just stops them from working all together. Yeah, I don't know how to upgrade or anything. If you see the screwdriver and wrench icon, that lets you modify your ship. You can't upgrade, you just have to use the same parts to basically reiterate and make the ship more interesting
Yes.
and stronger. Although you can technically upgrade now with overclocking, but then you have to add heat management, and if things get hot, to take more damage and to get pierced easier. And I feel like we should acknowledge the fact that that guy's here. I want to take out the Pirate Hunter. I'm gonna get distracted. Whee! Inability to choose where to go. Stop it right there, pirate hunter like us. You know, who here is the real hunter for both hunting? Sprung's clearly faster. It's probably better. Oh, we've already destroyed this ship before. Aim for the weapon. You can target the weapon specifically if you hit right or left click, I don't remember. Let me pull up my keybinds. Because I'm going to need to do that.
Control.
Control? Why is Spotify opened? Control, okay. Spotify, get out of here.
If you hold control and then click on a specific spot,
okay. Wait, is that how
then you can target a...
Because I've been doing that specific target with something else.
Oh,
Minimal coordination in a nutshell. Oh god.
yeah, it's right click to target the ship.
I know control's really useful, but what about like shift? And I've mainly been clicking
Oh yeah.
right mouse to target specific components.
Yeah. You can't just right click in order to...
We can't see the chat on the flying game.
Oh, I haven't seen it.
Yeah, we've been reading it. I think we have. By the way, to all the viewers, Sprung literally just downloaded this game for the first time, so they don't exactly know what they're doing. Unlike me, who's just incompetent. That's a different problem. I mean, I did make the menus, so...
It does look like just right-clicking on it. After you have them targeted, seems to target a specific spot.
I swear it didn't used to be like that, but then again, there was a major update since we last played, and even another fix, which did nerf the flak, which I never ended up seeing, but who knows, maybe someone will make a mod to restore it to its former glory, or I guess older glory? Yeah, former. I don't know, there's been a few times you guys haven't responded when I asked a question. It's because we don't get a sound indicator. Like, it doesn't play like a jingle. And it's kind of small.
I thought I've been seeing them, though.
I thought I was seeing them too, but apparently we might have been looking more inline. Yeah, so... I mean, Discord works fine for us, and that would help. Just imagine I have a small cutout for Discord. Oh boy. Speaking of Discord, because now I'm gonna get completely off topic. Apparently next month they want to force age verification onto literally all of their users globally. Which is not a great idea. Hold on. Let me guess, they're asking us to we surrender. Yeah, well, we need your metal plate.
And they just explode.
I wanted to keep that reactor because enriched uranium's really hard to get, but normally destroying reactors is a great way to get rid of the ship, not a great way to get money from the ship, so I think we actually lost more than they offered. You know, considering we're like literally blowing them up, why can't we just take their wallet as well? What is this kind of cooperation? I don't even know if I was even in that fight. Oh no,
Yeah, that's why we handled it single-handedly.
I think I fired some ammo because I am 2 rounds short apparently, which is not very much. What else is there? But yeah. Yeah, Discord apparently wants to force age verification to everyone, and it was not too long ago that they leaked, or they got hacked, and over 70,000 government IDs, probably more, they were probably rounding it down for publicity, was leaked to the dark web, so considering that's what they started from, and they want to force it onto everyone, um, Discord is gonna lose such a gargantuan quantity of users. I'm not sure what the plan is here, because if people really hate this, which they do, and people pull out of Discord, which they've been thinking of for a while, then Discord's gonna shrink, and then the shareholders are gonna leave, and then Discord's not gonna have shareholders and go broke. So, what exactly is the master plan behind this? Because it seems to be financially unviable. But, no one said companies had to be smart. On another note, I'm gonna go back and harass the space station. Room. Could stream my screen and maybe recommend we should buy, or maybe how to play stuff. Ah, yeah, that would make sense. Am I sharing my screen in Discord?
Yeah, you are.
Alright, you ready for overlapping game audio again, guys? Yeah, so if you see on the bottom there, that is what we can build. Now you don't want a steel factory in there, it's also really big. But yeah, I mean it's all fully modular, which is one of the craziest and most wonderful parts of this game, which is great. But what you need to know is on the base stats, if you look onto the right, like bottom right-ish area, you see all those things, yeah. Those are indicators. You can see how much ship control you have, that little blue bar, which says 33. Essentially, keep that above 0, otherwise you can't use your ship. And it becomes completely, like, it just won't target things, it won't move, it won't listen to you, you can't trade with it from that ship. Crew, what crew does is it just lets you, resupply weapons of energy or ammo, and lets you use your weapons to trades, well, basically run the ship, and powers, again, how you run the ship. Now, power distribution's interesting because it counts as a item generator, so you kind of want to, like, if you have lasers, you want to put a reactor near them. Also, reactors are extremely explosive, so you want to be careful. Also, they need enriched uranium, which we do not have, and I guess you could make a, capacitor, except the capacitor is useless in comparison to a small reactor.
Hmm.
You can add more armor, but you have shields. You can add more weapons, except you see that, like, those lined areas near the thruster, like the thrusters. That's area where you can't build because technically it would take damage, or to show where the weapon turret is. So those are some of the things you need to think about. And don't forget, like, armor, and, like, think about where it will get hit. And I totally didn't just sneeze and mute it in time. That'd be crazy, viewers. Yeah. Lines? You see, like, the red and yellow bits on your ship builder? Thermal resonance lines. Lattice Dyson pump. Lattice amplification pump. Overclock laser flash. Okay, well, overclock point defense system. Huh. Yeah, I'm not gonna pretend like I knew any of that stuff. It seems to be, it's fine. No, really. Overclock sensor array. That's kind of funny. I like the idea of that, though. Overclock tractor beam sounds good. Oh, I can look in the station. It's full of stuff. Engines and such. Goodbye crew, which we aren't gonna need to do yet. I can buy or sell resources. What the? Jeez, okay, that's... New phone, audio. It's apparently been 30 minutes.
Hmm.
We might do some off-camera explaining, and then we'll be right back, folks. Catch you in the next one.
See you later.
Yes.